What's up, everybody? This is Abby here. Welcome back to a review or another review of Thomas and Friends Season 18 review. So, Season 17 was a great season after all. So, I hope that Season 18 will be a little much better. So, but I mean, we'll see. So, yeah. So, by starting off, the first episode is Old Reliable Edward. Gordon teases Edward about being old and slow, so Thomas decides to make a plan to pay him out. Trivia: the episode's American air date contends with the 7th anniversary of the Railway series, when the 3 Railway series was first published. So, like I said, I know this episode is actually a reference to Edward and Gordon, and Edward the very useful engine. So from this one, it's a lot more different because you can see right here in my highlight, I have an highlight. So my favorite highlight is Edward roasting Gordon, which may be one of the funniest things ever, because Gordon got what he deserves in the end when he's being rude to Edward. So to make Gordon feel nicer, Edward said, "What do you say?" and he says, "Thank you." And Edward says, "You're very welcome, anytime." So this episode is the best episode, and it's a 9 out of 10. Simple as that. Moving on to the second episode, which is the fast episode called Not So Slow Coaches. Annie and Clarabelle unexpectedly became part of Caitlyn's high-speed train. Trivia: this episode is similar to the magazine story First Class Carriage, which probably, if you guys don't, read it or, seen it, but I don't seen it, by the way, when I was a little kid or I was a teenager, but still. My favorite part was the chase scene, hands down. I think this one does a lot better, honestly. Oh no, maybe the fastest red engine on Sodor, maybe that one, or maybe this one. It's very hard to describe which episodes are the fastest. I mean, the fast episodes, I'm calling them the fast episodes, so are the best ones. But I gotta say, Caitlyn and Connor racing together was good. The chase scene was epic. Thomas tried to catch up with Annie and Clarabelle, but it was too late. But Hero tried to stop Caitlyn, and then he brought back Annie and Clarabelle in the end. So, which is pretty cool. And it's just a fast-way train with a 10 out of 10. Flatbeds of Fear Salty tells Thomas a story of some flatbeds, which he called the Flatbeds of Fear, causing piranha among him, Henry and Emily. Trivia: Stanley is the old engine pulling the flatbeds of pipes. Spoiler alert. My favorite one is the crash. Of course, Emily. This one is not that good, and let me explain why. Because they used the three strike formula, okay? And it was gone wrong with this episode. Henry keeps saying that over and over, like it was 3-strike formula. Why though? Why would Henry be brave and say there's no such thing as Flatbeds of Fear? No. Like, come on, Henry, you gotta like, say what it's right for you, okay? You gotta speak with your heart. You know, speak with your heart, okay? You gotta know it, okay? You gotta do it. But no, he was just like scared, like for some reason. Like, what happened to him? Like, I don't know why, Andrew Brenner or somebody who made his character very scared, but not a brave man like he did in the classic series or the hit series, if you just count them, but not most of them. But in the Andrew Brenner era, I really don't know why they made him like a lot more wimpy in his character. But seriously, like, Henry's a wimpy character, okay? Like, just make him a lot braver. Like, just imagine, like, make him a lot braver in this episode instead of being a scaredy cat. Like, that would be a lot better if Henry was not a scaredy cat. So, from all the seasons, by the way. But I'm sorry to say this, but this episode will give it a 3 out of 10 for a bad episode. Time for disappearing episodes of Disappearing Diesels. The Diesels hide from Paxton as a joke, but Paxton takes the joke too seriously, as he believes that all of them had disappeared. Trivia: Willsworth's scrap yard's first appearance in the episode. Since the third series episode, Edward Trevor in a really useful party. My favorite highlight is Diesel and the others try to trick him for hiding. So yeah, which I really love. This episode was great. The ending, I find that to be a little confused on that, because like Diesel ran away and he just stops because he had no gas to fuel up, or you know, like, why would Diesel use gas to fuel while hiding? I mean, that would make this episode a lot better. So I mean, of course, Paxton rescues Diesel because, you know, that's what friends are for. And yeah, I really liked the ending of that, and it was really cool. But I hope that Diesel will become a bully in the next rather 3 seasons at least. So I'll keep that in mind. So for now, I'll give this episode a 7 out of 10. Signals crossed. Toby is nervous of Nafford Junction as he does not know which signal is his. Trivia: the first time we see Henrietta has a face reveal, so you'll get why. You'll notice why. So yeah. But why would they had Henrietta as a face reveal in the classic series? That would make a lot of sense. Like they you know, make Henrietta as a face reveal in the classic era or season 1. But nope, they decide to put her in season 18 as a face reveal. Just like Cranky at the not Cranky at the end of the line. The new crane at the dock. New crane on the dock. Where Big Mickey has a face reveal, and you know, spoilers, we're gonna get to that until 4 seasons. So yeah. But anyway, my highlight is none. Toby. I know that you're not nervous of Knackford Junction, but why are you scared of the signals? Like, why are you scared of signals, okay? Like, I don't get why you're scared of the signals. Like, to be honest, I'm not scared of signals, okay? Like, when I go out in real life, I'm not scared. But when I try to cross it, I try to be brave. But still, like, I'm very calm, very collective, very confident when crossing the signal. But when Toby is straight up nervous when crossing the signal because he is so nervous. Like, my dude, stop being so nervous, okay? Like, it's not that cool to have you to be nervous of signals at Knackford Junction. Like, my god. But still, like, Toby is a character that we all know and love from the classic era, like, but not with him as he being so nervous. Like, I mean, sure, we all get nervous at time. Sometimes we get nervous because of first impressions. I mean, I never get nervous of first impressions. I never get nervous of everything, okay? But still, like, I know some people get nervous because how oftenly they will get nervous because they'll get scared while crossing the signal, like Toby was, or like, you know, doing first impressions, like Rousey from Deltran. But still, like, I love Toby as a character, but not when he's nervous. So, I mean, I hope they fix him up in the ending, which is pretty nice. So, yeah. But I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 10 for a episode. Up next, an adventure of Toad's Adventure. After Oliver brags about its own adventure escaping from the scrapyard, just like from the escape from season 3, Toad decides that he wants his own, and soon, while being James' break fan. Trivia: this is the first time since the 5th series episodes, basically going backwards, that Toad has a leading role in an episode. So, yeah. And I really love that episode too, because they actually remake this episode, which is pretty cool. But the chase scene will be like actually longer, so I mean, hey, that's how it is, so yeah. And my favorite part is that Toad having an adventure, and an end that he tells the story of all the other engines that come to him, so, which is pretty nice. But once again, I give this episode a 8 out of 10. Up next in the water, Duck in the Water. When James collects Rocky to help Duck, he becomes impatient and causes trouble when Rocky's crane arm is not secured. Trivia: James' innocent with the signal is similar to the one he had in the Railway series story Cross Lines from James and the Diesel Engine. So, I hope that episode is from the classic series. I hope that really helps, but nope. They decide to I don't know, like use Andrew Brenner magazine stories, original stories, stuff like that, honestly. So yeah. I mean, it will be better if Crosslines is in the classic series, but they don't care. Like, man, I don't, I mean, I do get kinda, salty when they created original stories in Andrew Bear magazine stories instead of cross lines or other ones, because I really want this to be in the classic series, but no, they don't. So I'm glad that they had the reference of from cross lines, so that doesn't mean I'm not salty about that, but still. So yeah, my favorite highlight is the scene where Duck saws ducks in the water. Pretty funny if you ask me. Pretty a short scene, by the way. You know, it could be a little better, but it is funny. But yeah, the problem is that why is James become so impatient and causes trouble? Or why can't, you know, James just wait until Rocky's crane arm is secured, like and ready to go? Because if it's crane arm is not secure, then how would he go without that? He would just, I'm trying to think right now. Spin around, doing some crazy shit, stuff like that. Yeah. But when Rocky hits a signal and the signal falls down, like the engines think there's like no signal before it causes more trouble. So yeah, I mean, it's a great episode, but it's not a okay episode. But if James becomes very patient, but not too impatient, and not causes trouble, this episode will be a lot better. So, but nope, it's 7 out of 10. We're going into a classic one because this one is Duck and the Slip Coaches. James steals Duck's idea of bringing the special slip coaches to the railway. Trivia: the station on the Great Western Railway in Duck's flashback is actually Willsworth. And my favorite part is Duck's flashback about the slip coaches. Those are pretty nice, by the way. I like those. I like how they do with the VHS thing, the tape one. The VHS, the tape one. Like, that one. It's pretty cool. Like, it's similar how Finest Smash Tonight did, like, when Mickey or Malrat did with the main menu with the VHS tape style. I really like that one. One's good. I like how James steals Duck's idea, because I really kind of like it, because if it were for James, then this episode this episode is gonna have a classic episode with that. Top it off with the slip coaches, by the way. But he steals Duck's idea right now as we speak. Yeah. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Thomas the Quarry Engine Diesel shows Mavis the sights of Sodor, while Thomas does all the work at the quarry. Trivia: the way that the troublesome trucks pulled Thomas down the hill into a manure, the Marion, into a sliding and then buffers is similar how they did in Thomas and the Trucks and would later be seen again as special, The Adventure Begins. So I really like that one. That's pretty cool, by the way, seeing how those are 2 or 3 ones that did pretty same. So yeah. And my favorite part is I Want to Be Besides the Seaside song. I really love it in the ending. The ending, when the song was so good, dude. You're gonna love it. So yeah, once again with the chase theme indie song, the song, 9 out of 10, of course. Here we are at the emergency Among Us of Thomas and the emergency cable. One of Thomas's passengers, pulled the emergency cable and damaged Annie's wheel. So Clarabelle is the only coach on the branch line. Trivia: this episode is similar to the 1993 annual story James Traffic Jam. So, which is obviously to say that this story or the annual story was similar to this episode, but I'm not sure if it's like exactly the same as that, but we'll see. I have no highlights. Okay, I gotta say right now, but this is the okay episode, mainly because of how I mean, the beginning of that was good. The middle was what the fuck, and then the ending was okay at least. No, it was good. It was good. Yeah. But I really don't like the way how the bird watcher pulls out the emergency cable was such a bad idea. Like, why would he do that? When he saw the bird, why would he do that? Like, I really don't know why, because that is not cool, okay? Seriously, that is not cool, birdwatcher. You cannot go ahead and pull the emergency cable, okay? So, I don't know what the fuck you do right there, but seriously, because I know Thomas is already pissed at you, but I know that Thomas actually makes a mistake, and so does you, okay? Because you need to know not to pull that emergency cable, okay? That is not good. So once again, guys, it's a 5 out of 10. Duncan and a grumpy passenger. Duncan gets fed up with the particularly grumpy passenger. Trivia: This is the first appearance since the 12 series episode Push Me Pull You, which is the last appearance, by the way. Yeah. Until you know, Miller era and this. This is where they bring Duncan back, so I like that one. My favorite highlight is the grumpy passenger being late in the morning and getting ready to go, which is pretty funny, by the way, if you think about it, which is pretty funny. So yeah, but again, like, why would Duncan, you know, just ignore the grumpy passenger when he gets too impatient? I mean, yeah, sure, he's a grumpy passenger and he does get a little patient, but Duncan, just ignore him, you know. Try to, you know, ignore him and just, you know, smile and then, you know, do whatever you are, okay? Like, don't get distracted, okay? Just, or focus, by the way. So yeah, but hey, the grumpy passenger doesn't want to be, you know, too early at the I really don't know, like because I don't know, like, yeah, Duncan, you need to ignore him. So, yeah. But this episode will have to give a 6 out of 10. It's not okay episode, it's a great episode. Marion in the pipe. Marion damages a wire pipe and does not tell anyone. Trivia. It's stock footage from the Tale of the Brave is used. So, okay, so like first of all, like why would they use stock footage from the Tale of the Brave? Because like I don't like seeing that one. I don't see the film, like I don't see the film that but why would they use stock footage from the Tale of Brave? I know they got something better to do, like, you know, why use a different footage, not edit stock footage. Same as that, because like if you use the edit stock footage from the Tale of Brave, people may think that this episode was after the Tale of the Brave or before that. Because I really don't know why they put a edit stock footage from that. Because from the beginning, I don't find that really good. Like I found that really abysmal. So yeah. And Marion, you gotta speak with your heart, okay? You gotta speak with your heart. You know, you gotta, you know, just don't be quiet sometimes, you know, you gotta speak with your heart, okay? You just stop being so embarrassed. Some people or engines, we're not gonna tell you that, but just tell Thomas, okay? For example, tell Thomas. Why won't you tell Thomas if you're quiet? Because like there's an absolute reason to that, because you gotta speak with your heart. Like honestly, no matter how much you do, speak with your heart. And this is a 5 out of 10. Missing Gator. Percy misses his friend Gator and struggles to forget about him. Trivia. Stock footage of Tale of the Brave is used in a flashback as well as the animation from King of the Railway. My favorite part is the moral of Gator, and he says about this: being brave, being scared is not what has been I don't remember the moral, like sorry, I forgot about that one. Like I watched the episode of that, but I do forget about the moral, like yeah, I do forget about that. Once again, the moral of Gator was pretty good, and it teaches Percy a moral to be brave even when he feels scared. Like it really helps out. Like Gator, he's really good in this. Not good, great. So yeah, he helps out Percy for being brave when he's scared, at least. Yeah, but I really like this episode. I really feel sad for Percy missing his friend Gator. Like I really feel sad for missing his friend. Like I know we all miss our old friends from like elementary school, high school, middle school. Like I know I miss my my girlfriend called Lindsay Martinick. So yeah, I miss my girlfriend a lot. So yeah. So yeah, this episode will have to give it a 8 out of 10. A great moral and a great story. No episode that means no steam without coal. Bill and Ben forget the coal shipment to make fun of Timothy for using oil instead. Trivia. Going by production in order, this is the 17th episode of the 18th series, which I'm pretty sure it's the 14th episode, but I really don't know why they put the 17th episode before that, or before like, because that'll make viewers kind of confusing, you know what I mean? Because this is the 14th episode, not the 17th episode. Like, what were you thinking? Like, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. I really know what's going on with the production itself. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I really don't know what's going on. Like, it really doesn't. But I really like Bill and Ben running out of coal, because that'll serve them two rights for to forget about the coal shipment. So they make fun of Timothy for using oil instead. Timothy was a nice guy. He brings coal, which is pretty nice. Yeah, this episode will have to get a 7 out of 10 for a great episode. Spencer's VIP. All the engines complete to make a... No. Spencer's VIP. All the engines compete to take a deputy minister home to the main land, but they show off just like Spencer and make silly mistakes. Trivia. In Spencer's coach, the deputy minister is reading the Sodor Times, which is pretty interesting, at least. My favorite part is the ending where Spencer finally learned his lesson not to show off and make silly mistakes. Yeah. So, but the beginning, not the beginning, the middle of that was not that good. People making silly mistakes was just not that funny at all. I don't know what they go with this episode. Like, it really is not that okay or good. It was a 3 out of 10. Why the hell would engines show off just like Spencer and make silly mistakes? Because this episode is not funny. This episode is so bad and so stupid at the same time that this is a 3 out of 10. Fuck this. Time for a bright idea episode, and this is Toad's bright idea. Oliver breaks down, so Gator has sent to take his train with Toad, but has a faulty lamp which keeps going out. Trivia. Going by production order, this is the 20th episode of the 18th series. Because of this is directly after a long lost friend instead of directly before. I don't know what they're going with this, but this is the 16th episode, not the 20th episode. Like, what the hell are you thinking, production? Like, stop making this episode into episode 20 or episode 16. Like, because this is episode 16. If you like make a production order and have a episode of this as a 20 episode, but it's a 60 episode, people will get confused of that. So like, production team, like stop making this as the 20th episode, like, because this is not even that cool. I like when the engines are scared of Gator without his lamp on, which is pretty cool. Like, I find that a lot funnier than that, like, because that will serve Henry and James. Well, probably. As for the episode, I really like it. But again, why would Gator, or why would Gator ask Toad to borrow his second lamp? So they did. In the ending, of course. So, but why would he actually bring the second lamp in the middle part? Because that would be a lot better. Even if I want to give this 8 out of 10. So yeah. But nope, it still is a 7 out of 10. Long lost friend. On Christmas, Gator returned to the island and is very eager to see Percy. Trivia. A reference to missing Gator is made by Cranky in this episode, which is oddly enough surprising. So yeah. The ending was pretty nice, my favorite highlight. It's a sweet ending, of course. Beautiful ending. Yeah. I like how this episode, it's like a story before missing Gator, because like it reflects the story on missing Gator in long lost friend. But should they release this before Toad's bright idea? Because like I really think it's a great one. But no, they actually, decide to go with Toad's bright idea after this episode. Like, what is going on in the production? Like, why can't you put long lost friend after Toad's bright idea? Because that'll make a lot of sense if the production team did screw that up. So yeah, this episode was pretty great one to start off. Really love it. Gator is a nice man. So is Percy. 8 out of 10. Last train for Christmas. All the engines had to work hard during Christmas Eve to clear the snow for Connor's last train. Trivia. The station of the mainland that Connor is actually at modified Croven's Gate. And my favorite part is the Santa Claus in the ending, which is pretty a nice one. I mean, we all saw Santa Claus in every TV show or every kids TV show. Just like this TV show or SpongeBob SquarePants, Arthur, Ed's World, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it, by the way. Is that it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. This episode was great. People thinking that Last Train for Christmas is people's favorite episode from the 18th series. So I really love this. The Last Train for Christmas, we'll have to give it a 8 out of 10. Duncan the Humbug. The thing controller makes Duncan to be promised to be careful at Christmas time in order to get a new coat of paint, which proves to be very difficult for him. Trivia: a fade effect is missing in the UK version. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. You'll let me know in the comments down below. My favorite part is when Duncan talks to the engines while smiling. I really like that one, which is pretty funny at least. So yeah, this episode is a great one to start off a Christmas episode. It's 8 out of 10. The perfect gift. Percy looks to find Reg the perfect Christmas gift. Trivia: the additional song 12 Days of Christmas is here instrumentally 3 times throughout the episode. Percy and the passengers sing it to Reg at one point, which is pretty nice if you ask me. But why would Percy bring the passengers to sing? I know that makes a lot of sense, but Reg is busy with scrap work thing. So yeah. But I like how Reg is building a perfect Christmas tree, so it was pretty nice. Yeah, that's it. That's all I had to say. This episode had to give it a 6 out of 10. Emily saves the world. Emily has to take a giant globe to the animal park, but when she wants to show her friends, the globe comes off her flatbed. Trivia: Salty's interjection of the clattering Columbus is a reference to a Italian explorer, Christopher Columbus, which is pretty nice, by the way. First of all, how did Salty know about Columbus? How? Bruh, how do you know that? My favorite part is James hating the world in exciting delivery of Thomas's story. That's just the 2 things that I really like. But the episode that was just completely dull in a bit of ways. So this episode I had to get a 4 out of 10. Timothy in a rainbow truck. Bill and Ben send Timothy on a wild goose chase for a rainbow colored truck, but their trick gets him in trouble. Trivia: it is released that there are the other varieties of colored trucks, such as rainbow truck, rainbow car from the US, with a title of that. Yeah, it's it. That's it. Yeah. I really like Bill and Ben playing a trick on Timothy to find a rainbow truck. It's pretty good. But once again, with that episode, 7 out of 10. Marion and the Dinosaurs. Marion is spooked by some lifelike dinosaur models and think they are real dinosaurs, until she meets a new engine from the mainland named Samson. Trivia: some parts of the plot are similar to the 3rd series episode, Thomas, Percy, and a Dragon, which is Thomas, Percy, and a Dragon gone wrong, because this episode it's so boring. At least it doesn't have a runaway distinct feeling. It shows how engines can go fast, and that's it. I don't know what's going on with this episode. but I had to say this, but it's just a boring episode with a 5 out of 10. Samson at your service. Samson takes the express coaches by mistake, but refuses to admit it. It does not listen to the other engines. Trivia: Marion's last appearance to the 20th series episode, The Missing Breakdown Train, which we'll probably get to that later. I have no highlights. Samson is being a douchebag in this episode. I really don't like Samson. Like, Samson was just so stupid and he makes mistakes every time. Like, my god. And this is like Spencer's VIP all over again. Oh, this is not that going pretty good. I'm sorry, but this episode will have to give it a 3 out of 10. Samson sent for scrap. Harvey and Samson had to clean up the island for scrap, but Samson takes the job too seriously. Nope, I'm done. I'm not reviewing this episode again. No. Last episode, Millie in the Volcano. After being laughed at, Millie is determined to get back at Samson and Harvey. Trivia: the roar of Megalosaurus is a reference to a T-Rex roar from the Jurassic Park. And if any of you doesn't watch Jurassic Park, then please do so. It's a pretty nice movie. Nostalgia. I like when Samson gets scared of volcano. Of a volcano. Sorry, I cannot spell that one. Because that would serve Samson. Sorry about that. Yes, Samson is a rare bully. Millie is like Natsuki from DDLC because of her attitude. I like her. She was pretty amazing. Samson is being a douchebag, was being a douchebag and a villain, of course. So, which is pretty fun. And this is the end of the episode to end it off. 8 out of 10. Let's look at my season 18 pie charts. So it has 17 great/best episodes, 5 meh episodes, and 4 bad/worst episodes. So, what do I think of season 18? It was a great season. There is a lot meh and bad episodes according to season 17, which had a few meh and bad episodes as well. So I hope to see what season 19 has came for us. Here is my favorite episodes of season 18. Number 5, Duncan the Humbug. Number 4, Long Lost Friend. Number 2, number 3, Thomas the Quarry Engine. Number 2, Old Reliable Edward. And number 1, Not So Slow Coaches, one of the fast episodes that we have a ride with. So anyways, that's it. I hope you guys really did enjoy. Season 19 will be out in March, season 20 will be out in April, and season 21 will be out in May. Yeah, that's it. Peace out, bye everybody, and take care.